The WTA's first premier tournament in nearly a year is here, with the Western and Southern Opens set to kick off very soon. As Pliskova, Kenin, Osaka, and many more make their returns to professional tennis, who will open this restart with a big title? I'll break down this draw, highlight all the popcorn matches, and give you my predictions of the ultimate victor here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today. Top seed Pliskova is projected to face Australian Ajla Tomljanovic, then in the third round Elise Mertens. In the quarterfinals, we could be in for a match full of firepower, as Aryna Sabalenka is a possible opponent. Naomi Osaka is Karolina's projected semifinal opponent, and in the finals is either Serena or Sonia. Sonia will likely open against fellow American Katie McNally, and in the third round Donna Vekic. Defending champ Keys is on the table for the quarters, meanwhile it's Serena in the semis. In the championship, she's looking at Pliskova or Osaka. Two-time champion Serena is likely to face Alison Van Uytvanck in the opening round, and possibly Maria Sakkari in the third. Jo Konta may be Williams' quarterfinal opponent, while Kenin is her semifinal one. In the final, Serena, like Sonia, is looking at Pliskova or Osaka. Finally, Naomi Osaka is very likely to play Karolina Muchova in her first match back. Diana Yastremska and Petra Kvitova are her next two projected opponents. Naomi could meet Karolina in the Final Four, and in the finals, Serena or Sonia. Looking at the draw, firstly Pliskova's section, I don't see her having too much trouble reaching the quarters. None of her possible third round opponents have been in good form, with the exception of Mertens, who just reached the finals of Prague. Still, I don't see Mertens doing much damage, as the transition from clay to hard isn't too simple. Pliskova's bottom half has tons of players with momentum, as it consists of Lexington winner Jim Brady. Brady has to play Pegula in the first round, which won't be easy, but if she makes it through that, I can see her making it to the quarters. Neither Alison Riske or Amanda Anisimova strike me as players who will make some noise in New York, and Amanda is an unknown as she pulled out of Lexington last week due to shoulder injury. Aryna Sabalenka is someone to look out for, but the streaky Belarusian could have her hands full in the second round versus Bellis. Still, I think a Brady Sabalenka third round would be an excellent watch, and I'd give the edge to the American solely off of steadiness. I think that Brady and Pliskova would face off in the quarters, and I give Pliskova the edge because Jennifer's game style matches well with the Czechs. This could explain Pliskova's 6-1, 6-love thrashing of Brady in the US Open fourth round back in 2017. The next section is Naomi's, and I think she has by far the most difficult one. I think she'll move past either Lee or Muchova pretty drama-free, but Venus Williams or Diana Yastremska are pretty tricky third round opponents. I think she'll face Venus because the 7-time major champion's form in Lexington was very promising, which is why she's my dark horse in the event. Her serve did waver a bit in her match against Serena, but if she can maintain that high level, she'll for sure give Naomi fits. Petra Kvitova has a bit more tame mini-section, but not by much, as she could face Maria Boskova in the second round, followed by Joe Teichmann in the third. Teichmann, I feel, will cause Kvitova a lot of problems should they meet, and I believe the steadier player, Teichmann, will come through to the quarters. Here, I think she'll play Naomi, and believe the Japanese woman will win. I say this because Teichmann has played a lot of tennis these past few weeks, reaching the singles and doubles final in Lexington, plus coming through qualifying here. In Serena's section, the top half honestly doesn't bring much excitement, as there's no player I can really count on to bring it. Serena, however, assuming she wins her first match, very well could play Coco Gauff in the round of 16. Coco's first round against Sakkari is very winnable, as the Greek doesn't have the weapons to truly hurt Gauff. Coco also has the edge, playing a week prior in Lexington, where she made the semifinals not even playing her best tennis. If she plays slightly better this week, I believe she will play Serena in the round of 16. If this matchup does happen, I pick Serena because Coco might have a lot of nerves playing her idol. I also believe Williams will advance to the semifinals. The last section is Kenan's, and at the top, we have defending champion Keys with a tricky opening round any way you split it, playing either Canadian teen Leylah Fernandez or Ons Jabeur. Keys could face another dangerous floater in Rybakina or Swiatek, but I think that Fernandez will take out the American should she beat Jabeur. Sonia Kenin has a pretty tricky road to the quarters, as in her third round match, she will either play Donna Vekic, Victoria Azarenka, Sloane Stephens, or Caroline Garcia. All of these players are well accomplished, but breaking them down, Vekic has little weapons, Azarenka and Stephens are both in very poor form, and Garcia is just unknown. I picked Kenin and Rybakina to meet in the quarters, with Kenin advancing, but if Keys happens to come through, I may give the edge to her as she tends to overpower Kenin. For my predicted finalists, I have Naomi and Sonia facing off, with Kenin coming through to win the title. I believe that Naomi will get past Pliskova in the semifinals because I believe she's learned from her mistakes in Brisbane and will be fully prepared. Concerning Sonia and Serena, I feel that the latter of the two will try to reserve her body for the Open and possibly even withdraw. I picked Kenin over Osaka because she's been knocking on the door a couple of times at beating the 4th seed, and I believe this tournament will be her chance. I know that I said Venus was my main dark horse, but I'm going to list some other women I feel could make some noise. First is Elena Rybakina, and I know a 9th seed isn't typically seen as a sleeper in a tournament, but I feel that she's often overlooked. The Kazakhstanian has definitely been the breakout player of the year thus far, going 21-4, reaching 4 finals, grabbing one of them. I feel that this stoppage definitely hurt her the most, but I wouldn't be surprised if she returned with the same, if not better, form. Next is Lexington champion Jen Brady, who has the most momentum heading into Cincinnati. Returning to action in remarkable shape, and with an even better game, Brady ripped through the field, not dropping a single set en route to her maiden WTA title. If she continues her form into the New York events, I wouldn't be surprised at all if she came out a multi-title winner. My third dangerous floater is 17-year-old Leylah Fernandez. Leylah, much like the first two women, has been impressive much of the year thus far, toting a 15-6 record for the year. Her biggest win came against Benches during the Fed Cup, but she's also beaten Sloane Stephens a few times. Although sometimes spotty, her game can definitely challenge a lot of top players. That's all for this tournament preview, and let me know your thoughts on the draw and whether you agree with my picks and predictions in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.